the NFC because I'm a fan, but I gotta erase that. I gotta delete it off the episode last year. Yeah, all that last episode. But it's a hard week or sad week. How about that? A sad week for an Eagles fan. We got probably our best, most consistent receiver going down. Second, today I got the news. Jason Phillips, our linebacker, he's out with the ACL injury too. There's two key players, both one's offense, one's defense, and all that, both out with the ACL injuries. And the Eagles, Deshaun Jackson is a great receiver, but there are times where he looks like a great receiver. There are times he looks like just another slot receiver. So we'll see what happens with the Eagles. Right now, it's not looking good. Jeremy Maclin, coming off his rookie contract, was his last year. And most of the time, when players are in his last year, they actually compete harder, they play harder, they actually have their best season when it's the contract year. And sucks to be going out with the ACL injury.
Well, of course, they still have three very explosive players. Yep. Three of the most explosive players in the league. You have LaShawn McCoy. You have Michael Vick at that quarterback position. We can see if he stays healthy. We can see Deshaun Jackson stays healthy. And if they stay healthy, it's a big concern because of that O-line. The O-line's not – they've been failing these past 4 years. Yep. They can't get it together. They have the weapons on offense, but this O-line can't stay away from those injury concerns and everything. But where do you see these big players, big-time players like Deshaun Jackson, like Michael Vick, like LaShawn McCoy, where do you see them stepping up, and what do you see them having breakout seasons again?
I mean, I can't see Michael Vick having another breakout season like he did a couple years ago, especially now that he's a little older. But Deshaun Jackson, it's time for him to step up. Yep. Time for him to put the attitude away and play like the top receiver that he can potentially be. And once that offensive lineman, the O-line, obviously, once they stand up, when Chip Kelly gets in there, lets them know, look, you guys need to be out there. You guys need to defend Michael Vick. Because if he's hurt, our season is over. So you guys need to be out on the field playing 110% on every possession. Because if Michael Vick is out there scrambling and then getting Deshaun Jackson open deep in the open field, Eagles are still going to be a dangerous team. I don't know if they're going to be a threat to necessarily win the NFC West now, guys. I mean, it's looking good for the New York Giants and everyone else in that division. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and of course RG3 is going to come back, and we'll see how he does. There's Tony Romo, of course.
Yep.
And moving over to the AFC North, we actually have the Baltimore Ravens. They got rid of Anquan Boldin. He's over here. He's wearing the red and gold right now. And their first string tight end actually fractured his hip recently. Dennis Pitta. It was actually a tragedy over there in Baltimore because we were looking at him to be probably a number 3 target over there after Torrey Smith and after Ray Rice. So where do you see Torrey Smith and Ray Rice? Where do you see them playing? What kind of roles do you see them playing? And do you think Joe Flacco can live up to that contract that he got?
He should be. Joe Flacco's produced his entire career so far. What has been 5-6 years? He's done a good job. I still don't think he deserves that 120-30 million extension because he just came off winning a championship. So give him more time. If you could bring another one, then you give him that extension because with that money you lost a lot of players, on the defensive end and on the offensive end. If they would have paid him a little less, they might have kept Anquan Boldin. If they paid him a little less, they might have brought more receivers. But now, like you said, Torrey Smith and Ray Rice, they got to have more roles, a bigger role. Torrey Smith's got to deliver every single Sunday. Ray Rice got to be the best running back every single Sunday, and of course Flacco got to be the best quarterback every single Sunday. So the expectation just got higher for both the Ravens and quarterback Joe Flacco. I hope they live up to it because if not, the $120 million what they gave them is going to come back and bite them because of the players they lost with that $120. So hopefully they live up to it. But it's a sad day for both Ravens and Eagles fans and community and all them.
Well, Dennis Pitta, looking back at him in the last playoffs, he actually had 3 touchdowns in 4 games.
Yeah, he delivered.
And he had 4 catches in the Super Bowl. So this guy's not your average tight end league. Yeah. He's been making splashes and